Have you ever wanted to get a little horny while playing Fallout 4? Oh. No, not that kind of horny. I mean literal horns. Who do you think I am? MXR. We've got a ton of awesome Fallout 4 mods this week, both immersive and also not so immersive, but they're awesome nonetheless. Welcome to Mods Weekly, Episode 11, Fallout 4 Edition. Yet again. Welcome home. Now I thought we could get this episode started off with some of the more serious mods, the mods that are going to improve your overall Fallout 4 experience, both by giving the Commonwealth a bit of a facelift and by giving you a few more toys to play with. So let's get started with Boston Natural Surroundings by Silver Fox 600, a complete flora overhaul mod for the Commonwealth. The nice thing about this flora overhaul is that it offers a total of 4 main choices, all of which have a different feel and intensity. There are also optional files for you to choose from depending on whether or not you like the additional textures and LOD files. And I have to say, you're definitely gonna want to snatch those LOD files. This mod makes the Commonwealth look amazing. Like I said, this mod currently adds 4 options. Basic, which is a simple version of this mod, but it still accomplishes a completely different look from vanilla. We've got the Alternative Edition, which keeps the dead feel of the wasteland. We've got the Extreme Edition, which is more of the forested version of this mod, probably my favorite as well. And then we've got Autumn, which is pretty cool as well. It manages to dramatically change the look and feel of the Commonwealth by adding bright yellow autumn trees. Whatever option you choose, it will make exploring the Commonwealth a lot more interesting. You'll no longer see your enemies coming from a mile away, even though they will see you coming from a mile away. We've got another big overhaul for this week, one for the most visited location of the Commonwealth. Diamond City Overhaul by LONEZY does exactly what the title describes. It's a huge visual overhaul of Diamond City, giving it a lot more life by making adjustments to almost every cell interior and exterior in Diamond City. The moment you step into Diamond City, you'll notice the difference. Not only is it filled with lush trees, which by the way are meant to look a lot different than the ones you see here. I just could not for the life of me figure out how to get the Commonwealth conifer meshes working, so please ignore the hideous trees. But it looks fantastic nonetheless. The goal of this mod was to give Diamond City more of a central hub of trade that it's thought of as, and not the dusty shantytown you walk into, which honestly, I always find that Fallout games fail to make their central hub locations into what their concepts wanted them to be. Diamond City is meant to be a location that you spend a lot of time in, but it doesn't really give you the need to do so, and the appearance doesn't make it that much better. Thankfully, Diamond City Overhaul manages to cure the visual side of things by making it less of an eyesore. It makes Diamond City feel more full and well thought out, as if it's actually a city that's been building up for quite a number of years. Although Diamond City didn't meet my expectations for Fallout 4, Good Neighbor was actually quite an amazing location in my opinion. However, just because a location is good doesn't mean it can't be improved. Nye's Good Neighbor Overhaul and Player Home by Nere is, again, exactly what the title says. Not only making tweaks to the visuals of Good Neighbor, but also adding a detailed and logical player home to the location. Now you can settle with your fellow thugs in Good Neighbor. This mod makes a number of changes to Good Neighbor, not just visual, adding small details and a few NPCs to the location that truly flesh it out. It adds shelters for all the drifters who were literally sleeping on the sidewalks. It makes Daisy's living area actually appear as lived in. It adds a doctor's office with patients next to the memory den. An all-new player home up the fire escape behind the doctor's office next to Hotel Rexford. And the player home is decked out with static decor, working light switches, a nice shower with a stat boost, clean water, and a sewer exit to downtown Boston. All containers do not respawn, workbenches are connected, the interior is nav meshed, but if you bring more than one companion, you might run out of space, which I'm pretty sure you can understand by the tight fit just by yourself. There's even an apartment-only version in the optional files for anyone who prefers to keep Good Neighbor looking the way that it was, but still want the player home. I've got to say my favorite part of this mod is definitely the player home. The location is logical yet tucked out of the way, the decor placement is quality matching that of other player homes available, and the back entrance leading to downtown Boston gives you easy access outside of Good Neighbor without having to leave the player home, run through Good Neighbor, and then leave Good Neighbor itself. I love how well thought out this player home is. Now, if you're more of a settlement person and you're not a big fan of player homes nowadays, I've got 2 mods for you to check out, first of which is quite basic, but cool nonetheless. Settlement Radar Station by H0RNY is a mod that introduces workshop craftable radar stations for detecting enemies near a settlement. Currently, there is a small and large radar station, both offering different levels of coverage. Radar stations periodically scan the area for enemies and mark them with red diamonds, essentially giving you wall hacks at your settlement. I honestly love this mod as it allows you to take the settlement defense into your own hands. No more are turrets and NPCs stealing all your fun and all your kills. You even get to take out the threats before they even enter your settlement's borders, depending on where you place the radar stations. If you place them in the center, you'll only need 1, but I prefer to place them on the corners to get maximum coverage so I can see everything within a large range of my settlement. My way isn't really for the purpose of defense though. I would say it's more of an offense/hunting kind of thing. If you're not looking for a new defense system for your settlement, maybe you're just looking to spruce it up a bit with new decorative items, Doom-based settlement stuff by Doombased adds, well, settlement stuff. To be a little more specific, 50 plus new items for you to build in your settlements. Doombased was kind enough to leave us a nice brief list. Lots of concrete barriers that can snap together, wooden fences that can snap together, metal barriers that can snap together, hedges that can snap together, weapon cases you can store stuff in, a new car model with 6 colors, a large stone fort, some new gravestones, some new barrels, some new trash cans, and a bunch of other settlement stuff. This mod has a lot for you to slap around your settlement, including newly polished items and wasteland weathered items. I love massive workshop item packs like this as it allows you to further personalize your settlement and flood it with whatever clutter you like or whatever storage you like. It honestly has a lot for you to play around with. If you're someone who likes to play around with things, boy do I have a new toy for you. AQUILA, I should probably search up how to pronounce that, laser rifle by RAMHAT adds a new sci-fi rifle to the Commonwealth, and boy, can it pack a punch. Currently, it includes 2 unique sight models with a lot of settings, 5 modifications of materials, 9 modifications of reticles for reflex sights, and 9 modifications for optic scopes. With the right combination of modifications, this thing can become an absolute behemoth killer. I especially love the material modifications as it includes an extremely non-immersive cannabis skin, nothing like running around as if it's 420 on a weapon that melts anything you put in front of it. Definitely a fun rifle to play around with, and the power it holds is understandable when you realize it's one of a kind. Now a weapon that snaps us back to reality, M29 Devil Revolver by DMAGNUS adds a custom 44 Magnum revolver to the Commonwealth, replete with a slew of customization options and a optional Kellogg's pistol replacer, delivering 44 Magnum rounds to the faces of anyone or anything dumb enough to breathe in your general direction. On top of coming in with custom meshes, textures, and sounds, the Devil is extensively customizable, clocking in with an absolutely astonishing amount of modifications, including 8 receivers, 16 barrels, 8 are boxy devil style barrels, and the other 8 being the round Satan barrels, 8 muzzle attachments for each barrel style, 3 scopes including a reflex sight, 2 glow sights front and back, 1 laser sight, 5 grips, 2 action options, double and single, 2 ammo options, only applies to select receivers, 5 bullet options. This changes the bullet type, hollow point armor piercing explosive, you get the point, 16 material options, 8 for both the wood grips and the gun itself, 25 damage modifier options ranging from a 25% increase to 300%. Holy fuck, this is a lot. You can also change the reticle style of the reflex sight. The colors of the glow sight, both front and back, can be changed individually with 9 color options for both, and you can even change the color of the laser sight. The laser is red by default, but it can be changed to green, blue, or even violet or yellow. The M29 Devil is a bit more powerful than the vanilla 44, which can of course be improved with the right set of perks and modifications. It's also level listed via script onto gunners, gunner bosses, and raider bosses, as well as vendors, general loot, and legendary enemies, and will begin to turn up around level 25 and 30 depending on the source. There's also an optional patch packed in with the mod that'll replace Kellogg's pistol with the M29 Devil Revolver. There are also 3 unique versions of the pistol out in the Commonwealth that have some fairly unique effects, so watch out for those as well. Obviously, a fantastic weapon mod that includes everything. They spent a lot of time on the details. That is something I greatly appreciate. They went all in for this one weapon mod, and damn do I ever love it. What I didn't appreciate is Bethesda leaving out armor material customization in the vanilla game. They did it for power armor, but not normal armor. Gunmetal Armor Skins Precious Metals Pack by Sean Phillips is a part of a mod series that introduces materials to the true armor of the Commonwealth. This one is a little more flashy than the others, adding precious metals that allow you to bling out your armor set with shiny metal armor paints, or even a more immersive, rusty one as well. I love more customization in my games, and these precious metal options are no exception to that. Are they too blingy for Fallout? Maybe, but why not add more variety to the combat armor, synth armor, metal armor, and leather armor? Probably not the most realistic for leather armor, but hey, it's an option. Just like being horny in the Commonwealth is now an option, thanks to TERA Castanic Horns 9-pack by DERPSDALE. Now the decorative head adornments from Castanic race in TERA Online make their way to the Commonwealth, 9 different styles to pick from, each with their own unique meshes and textures. All of the horn options share the same characteristics. They have a 10 armor rating, count as a headband slot when worn, can be crafted with a mix of various alloys and metals, weigh 1 pound, increase charisma by 2 when worn, legendary AP, and can be crafted at any chem station under the Castanic Horns category. Now, if you want a non-immersive outfit to go along with all this horniness, Final Fantasy XV Cindy Mashup clothing by XXVVXX, probably the most badass name I've ever seen in my life, adds a piece of clothing that resembles what Cindy wears in Final Fantasy XV. Now, although this outfit doesn't fit into Fallout whatsoever, at least in my opinion, I thought I would showcase it for any Final Fantasy fans out there, as I have personally heard a lot of good things about Final Fantasy, but I've never played the series myself. The outfit is quite out there, so I understand this won't be for everyone. It'll probably be a very small minority of people that enjoy this mod. It's also obviously female only. I didn't even want to try it on male characters. That kind of testing, I'll leave up to those that are interested in finding out the results. Interesting outfits with great quality nonetheless. I hope you enjoy if you're a Final Fantasy fan. As for an outfit that is more immersive for the Fallout universe, ZGC Adam Cat's Girl Outfits by ZATANICGC adds an Adam's Cat outfit for female characters that has 2 variations, one with and without the jacket. I'd also like to note that you can get a non-shiny version of this mod for those of you that don't like the look of the shine on the jacket. I thought I would note that, as I don't want a simple shine on a jacket to prevent you from checking out this awesome outfit. Outfit mods like this are always welcome from me, as it's not skimpy, has a Fallout 4 specific theme, and is a unique look for the player character only. You can craft the outfits at the chemistry workstation. And for the last mod of the week, I wanted to showcase Try Companion by ADN7, an absolutely phenomenal overhaul of Piper, Kate, and Curry. We've seen a number of overhauls of these 3 companions, usually in the same kind of pack, but I think that this one has to be my favorite so far. Some people may find this a bit too beautifying for them personally, but I love how it amplifies the character's personality into their look and gives them a refreshing and more appealing visual style. Kate, for an example, has scars to show her hard past. She's dealt with drugs, a fighting ring, and who knows what else. She's been through a lot, and this overhaul makes that visibly obvious, something that the base game didn't quite do. I honestly loved checking out this overhaul of the 3 companions, so I'm hoping you will enjoy it as well. I also hope you enjoyed this episode of Mods Weekly, but that is it for Mods Weekly episode 11, Fallout 4 edition. If you enjoyed this video or any of the mods showcased in this episode, please smack that like button down below and subscribe to join the good fights if you haven't already. It would be super greatly appreciated as always. But until next time, this is Epoxy signing off.